O eto po, may tanong naman po ang fanboy SEO si Earl Maghirang. Sabi niya, there are some comedy content from the past that's considered controversial. Will BuKo self-censor or edit out some stuff from the original content po na meron yung archives ng BuKo?
We've actually discussed, it's a very, very good point, and we've discussed it. Luckily, so far, we have not encountered anything like that naman. Yung parang footage or content that is, offensive or anything like that. We're aware that there might be because nga, comedy styles change with the times. So nakabantay naman kami. And of course, if there are, we would rather not, delete or censor, but there are ways naman on how to approach it. So for example, if something's a little bit more sensitive, we can put it at a more mature time slot, later time slot, and stuff like that. And then there, we could give warnings naman and all of that. But so far, because our mission is to really come up with feel-good entertainment, wala naman, wala pa naman kaming nakikita that would give the opposite effect, so wala, okay pa naman lahat so far, but we're very, very much aware of that, and nakatutok naman kami if there is such a conflict. May mga paraan naman on how to solve it.
Thank you so much for that, Direk Mike. Ito naman po, may mga katanungan tayo na pinasok for Maine. Maine, eto na raw. If possible, can you name us some of the remarkable goals that you were able to accomplish on the show so far? Pwede namang i-share? And how does it feel to experience this and tick them off your checklist?
So far, actually lahat talaga. Pero ito na lang, yung pinaka-tumatak sa akin yung farming experience. Kasi, well, hindi ko rin talaga in-expect na magagawa ko siya and matututo ako. Kasi dito sa bawat episodes, tinuturuan kami kung paano gawin yung isang bagay and hindi lang siya basta-basta parang gagawin mo lang tapos na. Siyempre, mandami ring learnings na mababaon after you do it. So, ako sa farming, nasubukan kong magdapas, nasubukan kong sumakay ng mag-operate ng traktora.
Wow!
Tapos, yes, oo, sobrang saya kasi nagiging parang, alam mo yon, katsikahan na rin namin yung mga nagtuturo, talagang legit farmers, di ba? So, ayun, yung farming yung isa sa mga pinaka na-enjoy ko and yung ginawa lang din namin kanina na nag-train kami ng dolphin, sobrang saya niya. Pero yun, again, yung fulfillment after doing something, lalo na yung mga bagay na akala mo hindi mo magagawa or hindi ka magkakaroon ng chance ever, dito ko sa #MaineGoals nagawa. Kaya, ang saya-saya ng puso ko lagi.
Maine, ito raw follow-up dahil nabanggit mo yung farming at yung fulfillment mo doon. Ano ba to? Dadalhin mo ba to sa iyong off-cam na mga goals? Alam ko, napakadami mo negosyo, fast food at kung ano-ano pa. Farming ba? Isa na yan sa mga tinitingnan mo rin after no tong training immersion mo sa Maine Goals?
Actually, tinext ko na yung nanay ko, nagpapahanap ako ng lupa sa Bulacan.
Wow! Diba?
Idol! Kasi, alam mo yon, after doing it, na-realize ko na parang gusto ko rin magkaroon ng farm in the future, di ba? So, yun din. Isa rin yun sa mga nilook forward ko. Siyempre, after, when everything's all done, na-realize ko na nadadagdagan yung mga bagay na gusto kong ma-achieve off-cam and in real life. So, isa na yung pagkakaroon ng farm doon.
Uy,
so, ito kalukuyan na kaming inuulan dito.
Oh my gosh! Sana hindi na-delay yung taping mo dahil may isa pa silang tanong, ano raw gusto mo initially itanim sa farm mo? Sa sunod
oh my God,
farm.
Tomatoes! Yun talaga agad, tomatoes. Kasi sobrang na-enjoy ko yung pag-harvest ng tomatoes. Tapos as in, kino-consume ko siya agad-agad. Right then and there. Kaya sobrang na-enjoy ko yun and I really can't wait to have my tomato farm soon. Sana ma-achieve ko yan sa #real life Maine Goals.
Oh my gosh, maa-achieve mo talaga yan. Dahil yung iba nga na-achieve mo, eto pa kaya, pa-farm pa kaya. Sana magpa-tour ka rin doon sa #MaineGoals pag pag naitanim mo na or habang nagtatanim ka. Pero ito may tanong pa sila sa'yo, no? Sabi nila, the show inspires people to get out of their comfort zones. What words of advice can you give to the viewers na gusto nga rin, kaya parang natanong na rin natin itong tanong na to, no? Na gustong ma-achieve yung #goals nila para sa kanilang sarili. Kung ikaw may #MaineGoals, sila din yung gusto rin ba nila talagang makamit? Anong gusto mo sabihin?
Yun, tulad ng sabi ko kanina, if magkaroon ka ng chance to do it, gawin mo na kasi hindi mo alam kung magkakaroon pa ba ng next time. And di ba nga sabi nila, parang you most likely regret the things you didn't do than the things that you've done. So, yun siya for me. Gawin mo na kung nagkaroon ka ng chance kasi well, life is short. Hindi natin alam, hindi natin talaga masabi. So, mas masaya ang buhay kung ine-enjoy mo yung mga ginagawa mo and kung gagawin mo yung mga bagay na gusto mo talagang gawin.
That's true. Thank you so much for that, Maine. And ito naman, babalikan lang natin si Direk Mike kasi may patanong sa kanya kanina. Yung kaibigan po natin sa Tempo, may tanong sa iyo, Direk Mike. Sabi niya, open daw po ba kayo na mag-hire ng talents from ABS-CBN and yung iba pong mga production houses?
Yes, actually, yeah. We've already, in some of the forthcoming shows, we've already casted from different networks. So like I said kanina, we're agnostic when it comes to that. Talagang open kami to all kinds of talents because ang hinahanap talaga namin are the best people for the job. So yeah, kasi there are really good talents in all the networks naman eh. So ang mission namin is to really come up with the best show talaga.
Wow. And eto po ha, tinatanong lang po natin kung maglalay na pa po sila ng mga questions before, of course, mag-countdown pa tayo. Pero yun na nga, gusto lang sana natin ulit sabihin na i-share nyo rin po yung pag-live natin, guys, sa ating Signal at sa ating APT page sa Facebook para syempre mas marami pang ma-reach ang ating BuKo Channel, which is going live in 20 minutes na lang po. 20 minutes, magla-live na po ang BuKo Channel. Pero eto, alam ko na may mga pumapasok pa na mga katanungan from the press. Ito, from the Philippine Stars, si Kumaring Nathalie Tumada. Ito po yung tanong nila, is it true that BuKo Channel is 6 years in the making? Na-mention niya kaya Direk Mike, no? Why did it take so long to realize this channel and less than 30 minutes away from premiere? Care to share, how do you feel that it's finally happening? Mga live sentiments po.
Yeah, well, both relief, because it has been a long journey. And sobrang excitement kasi we know that it's worth all the blood, sweat and tears that went into producing the channel. Pero syempre, we're anxious to see ano yung magiging reaction ng audience kasi we did all of this for the audience. And yes, it took almost 6 years. Maraming maraming factors in terms of behind the scenes. Kasi kami sa APT, kami yung responsible for the content, and then our signal partners naman for the tech. So parang all of that had to come together for the right time. Pero sobrang sa amin, sobrang shot of confidence when they gave us the Channel 2 slot doon sa Signal. Kasi it's one of the best slots you can even hope for. So nung binigay nila sa amin yon, it showed how confident they are with the channel and that they're very, very confident that people will look for the channel and will make it a new habit. So kaming happy when we heard that. So of all the the ups and downs and all the difficulties, especially in the last 2 years na may pandemic pa, that was not in the schedule. Wala yun sa plano. But with all of that, it's all worth it. Everything for the audience, especially now at these times, mas kailangan ng audience ng ganitong content.
Eto, Direk Mike, may tanong pa po. Last na lang, si Business World, Michelle Soliman, sabi niya, what further efforts are being done in terms of archiving old shows and also archiving the current ones? May update kasi last time po pinag-usapan din natin yung pag-archive, no? And yung mga sadly na-lose natin na content. Pero kayo po ba may update kayo kung ano na po yung mga na-revive, ano pa po yung mga technology na ina-acquire natin sa APT para talagang ma-safeguard natin ang bonggang-bongga itong mga content na pinoproduce ng APT Signal at kung ano pa po, sir?
Yes, actually, that's one of the heartbreaking discoveries that we had when we were getting the acquired content. The older shows. Some of the shows that you loved, maybe when you were growing up, or some of the shows that your parents loved, don't exist anymore, other than in your memory. They will never be replayed. They will never be shown again. Because a lot of the older shows were stored on Betacam, Umatic. And those types of formats, the tape formats, they don't survive time very well, especially because we're in such a warm and humid climate. A lot of them, as in abuna, and literally we are talking about favorite shows that people really, really love, and they just will never be aired anymore, not on YouTube or anything else. But we tried. There were some that we were able to save. Some shows exist, but whole seasons were wiped out. May mga ganon. Pero what we intended to do, which was, I have to say, was not in the original plan because we didn't know what bad shape yung some of the content was in already. It was in the original plan that we would spend more to redigitize and really, save some of the tapes and the content that we have. Because yun, parang feeling namin, it's a responsibility for us na rin. It's not just to fill up a grid. It's not just to find a show to put in BuKo. Parang naging responsibility na rin namin, one of the ways of giving back. So we're investing a lot also in acquired content, in the older content, and redigitizing them and making sure they don't get lost to history. So yun, medyo sad nung natutunan namin yun, yung very sad reality that some of the shows we'll never see. But the ones that are surviving right now, tinutulungan naman po natin para we will always have a record naman of the really good, comedy content that we had through the years.
Amen to that, Direk Mike. And before we let you go and balikan na natin si Maine, Direk Mike, kayo na. 15 minutes halos to go, tama ba? Magla-live na po ang BuKo Channel sa Signal and Satellite Channel 2 sa Signal Play app. Direk Mike, unahan nyo na sila sa pag-imbita na sumali sa live ng BuKo Channel at Channel 2.
Yes, please guys, in 15 minutes. Actually, you will see the premiere first of the SID, of the BuKo Station ID. And a lot of work went into that. It is so good. It's so fun and funny. Napanood na namin, nag-online kami hanggang na-finalize na yung buong spot. Sobrang magugustuhan nyo yun, guys. As in, promise. Okay, so in 15 minutes, the 6-year journey will finally come to fruition. At sana magustuhan nyo po yung ginawa naming trabaho para sa inyo.
We will surely love it, Direk Mike. Maraming salamat po. Babalikan lang natin si Maine dahil alam nating inuulan na siya sa set niya. Maine, please invite everybody to catch you later on sa pilot ng #MaineGoals. And of course, supportahan yung BuKo Channel. Go right ahead, Maine.
Yes, MJ. Pero bago ko mag-invite ng mga viewers, gusto ko lang mag-shoutout sa aming fabulous director na nanonood ngayon and the rest of the #MaineGoals team. Direk Kiko, alam kong nanonood ka and hindi yun mong shorts. And sana, tuloy-tuloy kayo dyan sa taping kahit inulan tayo. And anyway, sa lahat po ng nanonood ngayon, I would like to invite you to watch MaineGoals and to support BuKo Channel. Mamaya na po ang MaineGoals, Monday to Friday po yan, 7:30 to 8 p.m. Yun lang po. Thank you very much again, Signal and APC Entertainment.
Maraming salamat, Maine. Alam namin napaka-hardworking mo. Mag-enjoy ka dyan lalo. O, diba? Regards na lang. Ayun. So, ayun po. Thank you so much, Direk Mike, si RPG, and of course, yung mga executives natin and si Maine for joining us this afternoon. Pero eto na, bago tayo, 14 minutes to go, meron muna tayong iro-roll yung Omni Plug po ulit ng BuKo Channel. So please, watch this. Alright, you're still with us dito sa ating BuKo MediaCon. Guys, may pahabol pa kasi na tanong. Eto naman po, para kay Sir Jojo O'Connor. Meron daw po bang plano ang APT Signal para sa remake raw po ng School Bukol or APT Classics with a younger cast? Yung mga Gen Z ba ngayon?
Yeah, well, napag-uusapan namin yan, kasi lalo na syempre School Bukol is very close to our hearts, dahil mga kaibigan natin yung mga original School Bukol. And then, napag-usapan namin yan, nila Direct Mike and the Signal team, Parang katulad nung kinikwento ni Direct Mike kanina, yung ibang shows na paplano na rin namin, katulad nung sa Wow Mali na nabanggit niya kanina. Pero we're still in the planning stage, but definitely, because Direct Mike and I are really big fans of School Bukol. Kasi katulad ni Boss Robert, dyan din kami lumaki nung 80s sa sitcom na School Bukol. Tuesday night yan dati. Every Tuesday night ang School Bukol. So dyan kami lumaki sa School Bukol. Kaya kung kami tatanungin nyo, sana ma-remake namin sa lalong madaling panahon.
Nako, Sir Jojo, akala ko naman 90s kayo ni Direct Mike. Wow, umabot pala kayo ng 80s, ha? In fair.
Umabot kami, pero wag mo na ipagkalat na umabot kami sa 80s.
Chinika mo na, nasa Facebook na raw. Pero ito, Sir Jojo, may question pa po, ha? Yung mga programs daw po na you intend to launch sa Q4, could you give daw the viewers a glimpse kung ano-ano raw po yun? And how many shows are these? And will these just be APT talents in the cast? Yan po yung tanong.
For the Q4 until 2022 na, meron kaming mga naka-line up na sitcom, merong parang reality contest, merong yung location alam ko sa beach, so I think that would be around early next year, hintayin natin yung summer. And then there is this parang satire na parang news kind of satire that in fact yan, malapit na i-shoot yan. We're just siguro palampasin lang natin itong ECQ na dadating, and then we're gonna go back to taping those content, no? And then as far as casting naman, again, I echo lang what Direct Mike said kanina, we're very open to all talents and actors from whatever network. We're always open to working with them. And in fact, like some shows we did already with collab with TV5, Boss Robert. We did like Chika Besh, the
Yes.
morning show. We had Pauline, Pokwang, and Ria. All of them came from different networks. So we're always open and excited, in fact, to be working with new talents, new faces. Ganyan naman kami sa APT, and with the help of and partnership with Signal and TV5, we're always excited to work with new faces, new talents talaga.
Si Direct Mike din daw ba? Pwede raw po sagutin yung tanong tungkol sa tanong po na iyon. Dito ba si
Yeah.
Direct? Oh, go ahead, Direct Mike.
Yeah, yun lang. Some of the ones, especially for next year, we can't really reveal. Kasi syempre, we want to be able to reveal it and launch it at the proper time. Pero yun, yung mga sinabi ni Sir Joe, those are the ones that are coming up next. And we have a lot. We have a lot of stars that we want to work with. Syempre, the shows of Jose, Wally, Paulo, and then we have some really big may mga reveals, mga big reveals that we're planning, and big collabs with big stars that we're planning also for a little later in the year.
Wow.
Pero yun na nga, we wanted to time it right rin kasi, out of respect to, the new round of ECQ and all of that. We have to medyo stop taping on the shows. And then hopefully when we get through this next round of ECQs, doon makaka-recover na ulit ang production. But there's a lot of things planned, and we're moving. We've got medyo na delay lang ng konti at na slow down lang, of course, because of the pandemic. But everything naman is on track.
Ito naman po, talaga nagdagsaan yung mga katanungan na follow-up para sa inyo, Sir Direct Mike and Jojo. Ito, are we looking at having daw the originals, the OGs, like Vic Soto and Joey De Leon to have their own shows as well? And sa Wow Mali daw po ba, si Joey rin po ba yun?
Oh, well, that would be one of the first things we would do, syempre. If we do end up reviving Wow Mali, syempre, kakausapin natin yung original Wow Mali master, di ba? And it's one of the things that we're really looking forward to in doing it. Like I said, yung mga pinprioritize namin are the shows that we were also fans of, kasi we knew that there would be a following, and may mga nag-iintay rin para dun sa mga shows na yon. Kasi kami, we would love it. And even if we weren't part of BuKo Channel, we would absolutely subscribe and watch, kasi fans rin kami ng mga shows na lalabas sa BuKo Channel. But yes, so we were dealing with bossing for the MZ soaps. So hoping that we can figure something out with him also. So yeah, very, very exciting times talaga, because the sky's the limit right now in terms of our potential partners and people we would love to collab with.
Ito, Direct Mike, Sir Jojo, yung may tanong pa po sa inyo, no? Can you walk us through lang daw, do you have enough creative teams in your group, or are you also tapping new and outside writers sa APT?
One of the things we did last year when we were starting production on BuKo Channel is we made sure that we would reach out to people who, either lost work, lost jobs because of the pandemic. We wanted to reach out to them first. So we do have internal creative teams, pero sinigurado namin, especially the ones for whatever circumstances na wala ng trabaho last year, we reached out to them and invited them to work with us and to collab for any of the shows on BuKo. Because I guess, again, like we were talking about with acquired content, parang it's a way of giving back to the community. Kasi, I grew up in this environment. I grew up in this industry. I grew up with Itbulaga as my bunsong kapatid. So parang in any way, if there's any way and any opportunity at all that we can give back to the people, the workers, to the industry in general, gawin agad natin. So yeah, yung mga internal teams namin are all very busy, but we are very, very proud that we were able to bring in a lot of fresh voices and fresh minds also. And we're also, kahit kami, we're being introduced to new types of comedy genres, yung mga kakaiba doon. And it's great, eh? You know, there's no such thing as too many cooks in the kitchen when you're talking about brainstorming for comedy. It just becomes one sobrang big laugh trip. You know, whether doon nasa isang malaking conference room kami nagtatawanan, ngayon nasa isang malaking Zoom room na lang, pero everyone is still laughing, you know. Pero, so yun, I'm very, very proud of that. And we continue. We continue to be open to new writing talents, to new directors, everyone. Kasi gusto namin palaging a combination of the best minds out there. You know, whether you're a veteran already of comedy and nakailang pelikula ka na, nakailang series ka na, nakailang sitcom ka na, or brand new to the game and you have a new, fresh voice, game, let's work together. You know, anything for the audience and anything that would be better for the channel, game gawin natin.
Ito, direct, last follow-up promise na daw. Ito, you started your career na share mo sa 143. Ito po, sino daw yung ideal casting mo para sa isang comedy show kung ngayon nangyari ito?
Oh, mahirap yan.
Magpapangalan ka, direct.
Ah, my God, ang hirap niyan. Sa ngayon, hindi ko maisip who would play Bossing's role. I would beg Bossing to be involved somehow. Pero in terms of on cam, pero I don't know who would. I don't know. Maybe ako, the first thing that comes to mind right now is I would love to invite probably Ivana Alawi as as in Osang's role. That would be great. You know.
Yeah.
Pero kay Shirley, mahirap yan. I'll need time to think about that. But yeah, I mean, ang maganda kasi ngayon, the new generation, there's so much talent out there. So, I think it's going to be very challenging, pero very fun also.
Direct Mike, 47 seconds magla-live na po ang BuKo Channel. And I heard si RPG po is still here with us to give a message. How do you guys feel? Last 30 seconds before we go live. Sir RPG?
Okay. Nihintay ko kasi yung countdown eh.
Nakakaba, di ba? 24,
I'm also very excited.
23.
No? So, I just want to thank our partners in APT at really very happy with this partnership and collaboration and looking forward to many, many more in the future. And as Direct Mike said, ito talaga yung kahit na challenging ngayon kasi hindi na namin iniisip muna yung pesos and centavos, di ba? Na para sa bayan, para mahirap ang panahon, makapagbigay tayo ng saya at ligaya.
Amen!
4 o'clock na!
Oo! We are live, sir! BuKo